My name is Bill Clark. I'm a COPD advocate, I'm a COPD patient, and I'm a LifeChoice Activox user. I've been using the LifeChoice Activox since its very early days when it was just a simple LifeChoice, and I've seen the product evolve through the years and become more successful for patients to use and change their quality of life. What I love about the Activox is its weight. When I first began traveling with oxygen, I was carrying a 12-pound concentrator on a cart. And when you carry a 12-pound concentrator, you're lifting that weight and you're also having to pull it. So one of the problems there is that when you are carrying a lot of weight, a COPD patient will actually desaturate. Now when you're desaturating, having to carry the thing that is trying to get you saturated, then you're defeating the purpose. So the lightness and the weight of the Activox allows me greater mobility. I have no problems with saturations at all with it. It allows me the versatility, especially with the 4-liter capability, that at times when I do get out of breath, I can kick it to a higher liter flow and recover my breath much quicker. Where ordinarily, if I stayed at a constant flow of 2 liters on this, it would take me several minutes to recoup. Now I'm able to recoup much quicker and continue on. Originally, oxygen concentrators, especially the pulse units, would simply put out a burst of oxygen. It would be 1 puff of oxygen, and when you were breathing, you had to breathe in that 1 puff when it was delivered. Innova changed that around a little bit, and they introduced the pulse wave technology. And what that does is it extends that burst of oxygen, or that bolus as we would call it, over a longer period of time, which means the patient is actually better to use that volume and then become saturated better. Now the other problem with using the older types that simply put out a burst of oxygen, it tends to dry out your nasal passages. With the pulse wave technology, because it is so gradual, you hardly even feel the pulse coming in, and therefore your nasal passages and sinuses do not get dried out, and you feel much better. Oxygen concentrators do more than saturate you. They allow you to change your lifestyle, continue your lifestyle, and they offer you mobility. And that's the most important thing people need to look at when they're looking at a portable oxygen concentrator, is what is this mobility going to be able to do for me? Will I be able to move more? Will I be able to continue doing what I love to do? And that's what the Activox does. By its low weight and small package, it's easy to continue the mobility that you're accustomed to. You can look at the Activox just at a glance and see what the capacity of your batteries are, so you know when you're running low or not running low. You can see what your liter flow is, and it even tells you when you are using a pulse. So anybody can actually pick this unit up and use it without hardly any direction whatsoever. When I first became acquainted with Innova, that was several years ago, they had not even come out with their first concentrator yet. And it was just the prototype. It was getting ready to go out on the market, and we became involved. Immediately I saw something different in that concentrator. First of all, it was noticeably smaller than anything else on the market. But the big thing was when I talked to the original company founder, who said that his motivation for developing the machinery was because his grandfather at one point had to carry big heavy tanks. And our association, or my association with them, has continued for several years since. And what amazes me is that they actually seek patient input. They're interested in what patients need, they want to hear what patients need, and they want the patient feedback on the product at every level, not only when the product is done, but all through the course of development. And that's what sets this company different than others. They're not looking to put a product out on the market that will work for some. They're looking for a solution for many, and they know that a COPD patient wants and needs mobility. And they're putting out products that offer that need. Their product has radically changed my life, not only as a patient and advocate, but my mobility and to enjoy the things that I love to do.